Well, greetings. My name is Chuck, and I'm the HMR Program Director here at Baptist Health Milestone Wellness Center. The goal of this video is to describe our HMR program, our weight loss program, how it works, why it works, and to go over the cost as well, which is I know that's important to you. And trust me, there are no hidden costs, no hidden fees, no long-term contracts. What you see is what you get, and what you get is just fast, safe weight loss. So I hope you find the video not only informational, but also motivational. So thank you for watching. As I said, my name is Chuck. I actually started this program as a client back in 2007. I was this big, my head was this big. I'll show you a picture in a little bit. But I went on to lose 100 pounds over about 14 months. And then in 2010, I was semi-retired. I was coming to the gym every single day, and they caught me in a cafe, and they asked me if I wanted to work here. And I said, and help people lose weight, and they said yes. And so I joined the staff, and they made me the director in 2013. That's my story. You may not have heard of HMR. HMR has been named by U.S. News and World Report as a #1 program nationwide. Yes, we're nationwide. We just don't advertise. But we're #1 for fast, safe weight loss, at least 6 years running. And here's our badge from this past year. There you go. Baptist Milestone has also been named as the #1 weight loss clinic in Louisville. We're #1. The voters named us that. We're #1. You can stop your shopping now. Okay. Now, I don't know what you know or don't know about the program, but there are 2 phases. I'll start at the beginning. Your physician may have referred you here and you know nothing, or you may have watched a friend disappear before your eyes and you saw what they were doing a little bit. But there are 2 phases, phase 1 and phase 2. The goal of phase 1 is very strict, but the goal of phase 1 is let's just get the weight off. We may do it quickly. Okay? And we can do that by giving you foods that are very high volume, high nutrition, but very low in calories. We're going to ask you to eat often. Okay? Breakfast snack, lunch snack, dinner snack. Sometimes we skip breakfast. Well, you know what? No skipping breakfast here. Eat often. Breakfast snack, lunch snack, dinner snack. For breakfast, we're going to ask you to have a double shake. So 2 big monster scoops in a blender with some water and ice, a nice big thick blender full, very satisfying. Maybe a double chocolate with a half banana, or double vanilla with for some frozen berries, frozen strawberries. Nice big thick blender full, very filling and satisfying. Mid-morning snack, maybe an apple or an orange or some carrots, or maybe another shake after that. Lunchtime, though, would be one of our entrees. We have 18 different entrees. We're going to ask you to have an entree plus a vegetable or 2. Maybe our beef stroganoff over a baked potato, and maybe lots of gravy and delicious, satisfying, savory, and a side of green beans. Okay, nice plate of food. Afternoon, another snack. Apple, carrots, orange, not a fruit or vegetable. Also in the afternoon, sometimes that afternoon can become very long between lunch and dinner. So sometimes having an extra shake mid-afternoon can help. I know I had another shake about 3 o'clock every afternoon. That was my routine. That can help you get till dinner time, so you can stay on track. Evening time, then dinner time, would be another entree. Maybe a lasagna and a big salad and some berries for dessert. A lot of food. You shouldn't feel deprived at all. And then in the evening time, when you're watching your TV, your movie, your show, instead of munching on crackers and chips and cookies and popcorn and nuts and ice cream or cheese and crackers, all high-calorie options, we're going to ask you to have another double shake, another blender full of shake, like dessert, like ice cream. It'd be very, very satisfying and decadent too. So eating often, breakfast snack, lunch snack, dinner snack. We're going to ask you to have at least 4 shakes a day, at least 2 entrees a day, at least 5 to 6 fruits and vegetables every single day. Okay. If you're hungry, eat, but have some more. Have another shake, have another entree, have another fruit or vegetable. But this 425 prescription right here is about 1,300 calories per day. Okay, that's your minimum. You can have at least 4 shakes, 2 entrees, 5. That's your minimum. You can always have more, but that's about 1,300 calories, 17 calories per ounce. Very low calorie compared to about 100 calories per ounce we're eating out in the world. So if I were to go to the break room in the morning time at work, grab a cup of coffee and see a half a bagel sitting there, just a dry raisin bagel sitting there, and grab it, we're talking about 100 calories per ounce. If I were to go to Panera's, I know on the weekends we used to go to Panera's all the time, and on Saturdays with friends, and I'd have a cinnamon crunch bagel with cream cheese, sometimes 2. I'm talking about 140 calories per ounce. If I were to go to Thornton's and buy gas in the morning on the way to work and get a cup of coffee inside and grab a muffin on the counter. We're talking about 140 calories per ounce. Very calorie dense, okay? Anytime we grab food out and about, every time we do a drive-through, grab food through a window, we pick up the phone call for pizza, we're talking about 100 calories per ounce, okay? All right, so we keep you full on about 17 calories per ounce. As a result, we create a nice calorie deficit and the weight has to come off. It does, okay? That's phase one. People say, well, how long does phase one last? Well, first of all, as long as you're in phase one, you're in this box every single day. There's 7 days in a week. You're following this routine 7 days a week, all 7 days. I don't care what the situation is. If it's your birthday, it was my birthday, I know I was in phase one, I was in the box, okay? If it's your anniversary, if you're in phase one, you're in the box. So as long as you're in phase one, you're in the box. Now, how long does phase one last? Phase one lasts as long as it takes, and we'll give you some examples down the road. But let's say you got 60 pounds to lose. Maybe 2/3 the way there, maybe you lost 40, 45 pounds. At that point in time, you might go to phase two, but a good time. We want you to go to phase two when you got momentum. We don't want you to wait till you get all the way there. Just when you got momentum going, okay? So we all have our starting point. We lose a lot of weight. We get 2/3 or 3/4 the way there. And then what we're gonna do is we want to transition you slowly in phase two off of our HMR foods. So the very first week you're on phase two, we're gonna subtract out 2 entrees from over here from the week. So maybe you have 12 entrees this week, and then you're gonna have 2 lean proteins, maybe 1 grilled chicken, 1 grilled fish. So plan it out that week. We're gonna go out we're gonna have a grilled chicken and grilled fish this week, this night. But do that, okay? Nothing else changes. But make sure the scale goes down. So have your chicken and fish, make sure the scale goes down. Do it again the next week, okay? Everything else stays the same, but insert 1 grilled chicken, 1 grilled fish. Make sure the scale goes down. The next week, double up. Okay, maybe 2 chicken, 2 fish, or an egg white omelet. But make sure what? Make sure the scale goes down. If you're in this journey here, if the scale doesn't go down, you start going the wrong way, we're gonna back up, take another run at it. We wanna make sure the scale goes down, 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 down. In the process, we're taking you off of our HMR entrees, introducing lean proteins. We're teaching you portion control and preparation techniques, okay, how to read labels, etc. And we're going to get you off of our foods, living in the real world. Our goal is not to have you living on our foods the rest of your life. Some of the programs, in order to keep the weight off, you need to eat their food nonstop. Okay, that's not us. Our whole goal here, the whole heart of our program is phase two. We want you to get off of our foods and learn to live in the real world. So once you get to your goal weight now, as you're getting off our food, you get your goal weight. Is that the end of your journey? Of course not. We've all lost weight in the past, but we've all gained it back and then more. That's why we're all here. So actually losing weight, getting here is the easier part of the journey. Keeping it off is the harder part. So once you get to your goal weight, we're going to ask you to keep coming to classes, keep weighing in each week, keeping a journal every single week, keeping track of what you're doing. Because what you're doing is you're kicking phase one foods out of your box, introducing new phase two foods into your box, and that's a challenge. What is it that I can have? What is it that I can have for the rest of my life that I'll be satisfied with, that I won't feel deprived at all, that I can do long term and sustain this weight loss? That's what we teach you here in phase two. It's a skill set. Weight management is a skill set, just like playing a piano or playing golf. It's a skill set that we teach you. And people don't think of it as a skill set, but it really is. Okay. So that's phase one and phase two. Now, a little bit more about us. HMR stands for Health Management Resources. HMR was founded in 1983. We've been around a long time. HMR is the leading provider in supervised weight management programs. It's very research-based, data-driven. It was founded in a hospital environment, clinical trial, etc. And with HMR, there's 2 to 3 times more documented weight loss than in any other program. And people that do HMR keep off 2 to 3 times more weight than any other program. The average weight loss in our clinic is about 33 pounds in 13 weeks or 38 pounds in 16 weeks. I'll break that down for you later, but that's amazing, okay? All right. As I said, we're number 1 for fast, safe weight loss. It's nutrition-based, no shots, no pills, no hormones. And the fast weight loss has also been shown to be more effective and more long-term than slow weight loss. You're gonna have some friends that look at what you're doing and say, that's pretty drastic for me. But I hear slow weight loss is safer. I'm going to do a slow weight loss plan. So they'll get rid of the bread and the carbs out of their diet and ice cream, desserts, whatnot, and they'll lose a couple pounds, a few pounds here. I had one friend lost 13 pounds. He lost that same 13 pounds over and over and over again. Because what happens is that they cut it out, but then as soon as they have a function, what do? They go back to their old behaviors. They go out of town for the weekend. They go back to their old behaviors. Then they can't quite get back on track, and they never do get there. So with fast weight loss, you see the results week after week after week after week, and you stay there, and you're motivated to continue this behavior, this process over and over again until you get there, and then it works, just trust me. So fast weight loss is more motivating and more successful than slow weight loss. Okay. Let me share some pictures for you. Here's Shane. Shane, he was in phase 1 for 6 months. He went on to lose 100 pounds in 6 months, and then he went on to lose 150 in his first year. He's keeping off 160 pounds right now. We hired him as an educator. He teaches a Thursday night phase 1 Zoom class. Here's little Sharon. She's 4'10". She lost about half herself back in 2014, and her goal is to come in each December and to weigh in. Even though she's here, but to hit her goal weight every single December. So that's her. That's Sharon. Okay. We hired her as an educator. She teaches a phase 2 class in person. Sometimes people come to me and they say, well, Chuck, I'm 70 years old. I'm too old to lose weight. Can I do this? And I go, well, welcome to the club. You know what? Guess what? You can lose weight. We have lots and lots of clients who are in their 70s and 80s. Here's Lester. Lester, he joined the program at age 86, went on to lose 45 pounds in 3 months, and then went on to lose 63 pounds in 8 months. Look at his belly here, and look at his stomach there. So he lost that weight at age 86. So we have lots of people that are 70s and 80s that are doing it and doing amazing. So you're not too old. This is myself here. This is a picture of me in 2000. That's me in 2007, the year I started the program. Look how big my head is. My gosh, my head's so big. And that's me in 2017, my 10-year anniversary. So that's my story a little bit, and I'm doing pretty good. I'll tell you one thing, I sure have a lot more energy than I did back in 2010. Here's Crystal. Crystal, she was in phase 1 for 7 months. She went on to lose 130 pounds in phase 1. Then she went to phase 2. She lost 200 pounds in 14 months and 236 overall. We're standing in her pants. Those are the pants that she wore to phase 1 every single week to class. She brought them to her phase 2 class one day, and she held them up and goes, Chuck, remember these? And I said, oh my gosh, and we spread them out between us, and we both looked at it and jumped in, and there we go. We're standing in her pants. So she's an amazing success story. We have so many stories. Here's Dave. He's down over 300 pounds. Here's Robert down 135 right now. We got Margie 100. We got Michelle at 75. We got Matthew here at 75. We got Matthew here at 100. Jennifer at 100. We got Marty at 125 right there. Tons and tons of success stories. Here's a bunch more. I just pulled these off my phone just a couple weeks ago. They're all from the last few months. This is just a fraction of them too. Excuse me. Here's some more, just some more pictures. This girl here, I just took her 50-pound picture the other day, and she needs to come in and get her 50-pound pin. So we got success story after success story after success story, and just in the last couple weeks, I've got more pictures on my phone that I need to download. But let us make you a shining star. Let us put your face here, make you a walking billboard, a success story. We don't HMR does not advertise. You're not going to see us on TV or the Super Bowl. Our success is built on word of mouth. So the way it works is that we make each and every one of our clients a walking billboard. They tell their friends, what did you do? My gosh, how much weight have you lost? I lost 70 pounds. How'd you do it? HMR Milestone. Go see Chuck. And that's how we get clients. Also, doctor referrals. That's our second source of referrals, of clients. Doctors are loving our results and are sending more and more and more clients. As obesity becomes more and more rampant, we're getting more and more physician referrals. Also, all those pictures that I showed you, those last ones there, the grids, those were clients who all started our program on Zoom because of the pandemic. We weren't offering in-person classes at that time. We are now, but they started when we weren't. But Zoom can be very, very successful. One of the, One thing that Zoom has done is Zoom has expanded our client base for sure. We support people now in multiple states. Clients may have family in Texas and Tennessee or Georgia, wherever, and they want them to join them in class, and we can do that. We can side by side on the screen. Very nice. People can weigh at home. We can ship them food. Normally, those people here that I just showed you, they all came in each week, picked up their food, and that's why we were able to get their picture, because they're Zooming, but they were picking up the food each week here and weighing in at our scale. Very easy to do. Also, people that work downtown, they can finish a business and work downtown and Zoom in, or they're working from home, they can finish a business at home and Zoom in. Zoom is very, very convenient. You avoid traffic. But you might be one of those people who needs in-person support. There you go. You need a class. You need to face that person face to face and show me your records and your weight and make that happen. Well, you know what? We have in-person classes now too, so that's also an option with us. We'll get you there. We have a whole class schedule, roster of phase 1 classes, phase 2 classes, Zoom in person. We have a whole list of classes, so we're doing great. Yeah. Now, what are the benefits of losing weight? What is losing weight going to do for you? What is your why? For me, I was miserable. I was unable to do all kinds of things that I wanted to do. And so that was one of my whys. I was also pre-diabetic. That was a why. And my blood pressure meds were going higher and higher and higher. That was another why. I just was sick and tired of being sick and tired. What is your why? We want to feel better. We want an improved quality of life. We want to be more physically active. We don't want to be limited. What's your why? We want to get off meds or prevent going on meds. I was pre-diabetic, yeah. Easy. Check out these numbers right here. I love these stats. Those people who join HMR, who are on cholesterol meds, 100% of the people that lost the weight were able to either discontinue some or all of their cholesterol meds. Okay, 73% of the clients who lost the weight on HMR were able to discontinue some or all of their blood pressure meds, and we see that constantly. Everybody lowered their blood sugar and A1C, 100%. Diabetes, 73% of the patients were able to discontinue some or all of the diabetes meds, 73%. That's what we do here. A study came out of the UK a couple years back that said that if you are type 2 diabetic and you've been type 2 for 10 years or less, it is completely reversible. And that's what we see here, that's what we do here. We get people off their insulin shots, we get them off their metformin. After being on our program for a year, their endocrinologist releases them and says, "You're good, I don't want to see you again," okay? That's what we do here. And also with a healthier diet, there's less inflammation, and people are able to reduce their arthritis meds as well. So, if you could create the perfect weight loss program, what would you want? Well, first, you'd want to see results. And that's what we do here. We give you results. I showed you tons of pictures. I got many more. That's just a few. You would want support and accountability and structure. We give you structure, lots and lots of structure, and our classes are all about support and accountability. That's what we do. Support and accountability. We get all kinds of ideas, strategies, recipes. Just keep you going and keep the scale going down, down, down. And when you hit plateaus, we'll work it out. Okay? We want to get boom, boom, boom. We want to get you there. You wouldn't want to be hungry. If you are hungry, just eat. Have another shake. Have another entree. Okay? You want the foods that taste good. Our shakes are absolutely amazing. They're the best shakes in the world. I've tried them all out there. Our shakes are the best, hands down. Come on in, I'll make you one. We have 18 different entrees. I'll show you those in just a minute. The entrees are delicious. They're shelf-stable. There's no preservatives. They're cooked in a retort process, so they're hermetically sealed, which makes it easy. 1 minute in the microwave, they're done. But they're shelf-stable, so easy, convenient. They're portable, which makes it easy. You'd want it to be simple with few decisions. We take away all the food anxiety. Okay, we keep it simple. Studies have shown that the most successful diets are the ones that are the easiest to follow. This is easy. This falls in that category. We are simple. Okay, and motivating. When you see the results at the scale, you're going to be motivated to do it again and again and again. So the scale can go down, down, down. And it's long term. That's what we do. The heart of our program here is phase 2, long term. And it's affordable too. The cost of our foods, this formula right here, is about $15 per day, $107 per week. And most people find that they save money. Your grocery bill might not be that much. Like I have people say, well, my grocery bill is $75 a week. per person. Well, $75 a week only includes what you buy at the grocery store. How many times do you pick up the phone and order pizza? How many times you stop by Subway? How many times you do a drive-through? How many times you stop by Starbucks? How many times did you grab something out while you're out and about doing chores? Like today's a Saturday, so you're out doing chores on a Saturday. Where are you getting your food at? I'm sure you're not eating all 3 meals at home. So if you take the cost of all your convenience foods, we're talking about going out for dining and being social. We're talking about just convenience foods. So look at what you're spending on groceries. Look at what you're spending on convenience foods and things you're grabbing here and there, and I guarantee you'll be spending more than this program will cost. We will save you money. Okay. Now, why is it so hard to lose the weight and keep it off? Well, everything we do evolves around food. Every time we get together with friends and family, it's always around food or in a restaurant setting. My family is always either in a restaurant setting or a big, huge buffet. And we're talking high calories. And when we eat out in restaurants, it's 100 plus calories per ounce. All the bread, all the appetizers, 100 plus calories per ounce. And then the cheesy, saucy platters, whether it be Italian or Mexican or whatever, 100 plus calories per ounce. And then dessert, a couple glasses of wine, whatever it is. You could easily have a dinner at a restaurant, easily 2,000 calories and also 3,000 calories or more, depending on appetizers and desserts. Okay, so that's why it's hard to lose weight, keep it off, because we're social, and we may think we're making good choices, but we're not. Okay, because there's so many hidden calories there. So how much weight can you expect to lose? Well, we see amazing results, as I just showed you. We see amazing results. The average person in our clinic can expect to lose about 37.7 pounds in 16 weeks. That's the average, 37.7 pounds in 16 weeks. Those individuals who are under 200 can expect to lose an average of 23 pounds in 13 weeks. I've seen females in their, let's say 68, 69 years old, come in that weighed 175, get down to 149 in 13 weeks. Okay, it's very, very doable. Those between 200 and 250 pounds can expect to lose an average of 33 pounds in 16 weeks. Those who are over 250 can lose an average of 50 pounds in about 16 weeks. And so those are amazing results. We make superstars out of our clients. And those weights are compared to those people who heard about HMR, maybe attended an orientation session or watched a video, went online, learned some stuff, and tried to do it on their own, who only lost about 13 pounds in 12 weeks before they fizzled and stopped. And that's because they were on a slow weight loss plan. They might have been doing the program Monday through Friday, or as soon as a special event came up, well, guess what? Or as soon as they went out of town, guess what? And then they try, well, I'll get back on it Monday, and they don't quite get back on it Monday or so, but pretty soon they fizzle and the scale goes the wrong direction. So let us help you get there, and that's why classes are so important, because our classes are motivational, they're supportive, they'll give you ideas and strategies and tips, and we get you there. You will love the classes. We've all tried it on our own, but we've all failed. I know when I came here, I said, fix me, I'm broken, I need help. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Okay, we'll get you there. So I've talked about the shakes. They come in 2 varieties, basically chocolate vanilla, but with that chocolate vanilla, you can do a million things. That's just a couple. We got pages of recipes. One of our shakes, which is our lactose-free shake, actually makes a pudding. Look at that, kind of cool, huh? So that comes in very handy. Well, first of all, you're lactose-free, put in a blender with some ice, makes a nice big thick shake. But it makes a pudding. My wife and I use these, let's say we were going out to, we were in phase 1, we went out to Cheesecake Factory for dinner with some friends. That's where they wanted to go. So we went online, saw that they had a nice big salad. We each ordered a big salad, took all the things that were out of the box, took them off the salad. We only had an in-the-box salad. Ate our entree before we went, and then ate a nice dinner, enjoyed the company of people. And then when they're ordering their cheesecake, what do we do? For like 1,000 calories or so? We made a double pudding right there in the restaurant using their water glass and their water, and made it straight right there. And we didn't feel cheated at all, didn't feel deprived. This was very decadent, very satisfying. What did we do? We got our entree before we left, so we got our minimums. We got our double shake at nighttime, and we stayed in the box. And you know what? We came in the next week, and you know what happened at the scale? We lost weight. So that's how that works. We also have a multigrain cereal that can come in handy. I did this on the weekends as my treat, once I learned about it. So We have, as I said, we have 18 different entrees. There's about 14 of them right here. They're wholesome, nutritious. There's nothing skimpy about them. They're tasty and they're easy, convenient. We have, when you come in to start the program, we'll give you a recipe booklet. There's all kinds of recipes here, ideas, strategies, tips. There's all kinds of things you can do. In order to be successful long term, we need some variety in our life. So this gives you that variety, something to look forward to, something exciting. Oh my gosh, let's try something curry. Okay, well good. Go for it. Okay. And also during the different seasonals, we will give you, like for the holidays this year, we had a holiday book for all kinds of holiday recipes and ideas and tips, so that you can stay on track during the holidays, not feel deprived, and have all kinds of good recipes, tasty foods. We kind of do that for all the different holidays, whether it be Easter or Derby season or or barbecue season. We have all kinds of ideas and handouts for you. Okay. And as we said, the program is simple. We take away all the food anxiety, and you should never ever be hungry. And you're gonna learn to love our shakes. They're amazing. As I said, now there are 2 phases of the program. Everyone starts in phase 1. Everyone starts right here, and we're in the box every single day. And then we transition to phase 2, and in phase 2 we learn to get off of our foods. We take you off of our foods, introduce lean proteins, gets you normalized in the real world, and then you still come to class though and weigh in and learn what's in your box that you can have for life, that you can be satisfied with, and have enough diversity in and just enough variation that you're satisfied and don't feel deprived at all. So that's our goal here, and you go on to graduate. Now, while you're in the program, we ask you, while you're in phase 1, get your minimums in every single day. If you're hungry, eat. You can have more. We also ask you to do some exercise as well. Do some exercise activities. Some people say, well, Chuck, I got bad knees, I got bad hips, or I'm on a walker. Do what you can do. There are things you can do. There are chair exercises you can do that are easy on your joints. I had a client who was on a walker, and she, I can't do anything, I'm on a walker. I said, just walk to the mailbox and back. So she did that. She walked to the mailbox and back. And then a few weeks later, she walked to the corner and back. And then a couple months later, she goes, Chuck, guess what? I walked around the block. I saw people I hadn't seen in 10 years, So do what you can do and just start small and build up. It's easy. Once you lose 30, 40 pounds, you'll be amazed at how much more you can do. Okay. We also ask that you attend class each week. Coming to class each and every week is important to your long-term success. Because in class, you get motivation, you get ideas, you get strategies. If you're going to be out of town, talk to those people who traveled, who've gone through airports, who've stayed in hotels, who have done and been successful. Come in with a weight loss the next week. Learn what they did, so that they can stay on track to lose weight, so that you can stay on track and lose weight as well. That's why classes are so critical. Because if you miss a class, that's 14 days where you're without support. 14 days. And in 14 days, without that continued motivation and reinforcement, you might tend to get off track and kind of fizzle. And then getting back on track could be a challenge. Just come to class, we keep you there. If you can't come on Tuesday, come on Thursday. If you can't come on Thursday, come on Tuesday. But always come to a class every single week. The benefits of HMR. In HMR, you can lose a lot of weight quickly. You can possibly reduce or eliminate some meds. I know that in my first year, I was saving $1,000 on meds I was no longer buying. This program paid for itself and nothing flat. You can greatly improve your quality of life. I can't imagine where I've been. If I had continued that journey there, where I was there in 2007, 10 years later, I would be as big as a house. I'd probably have a big scar right here from open heart surgery. I'd have new hips, new joints. I might be in a walker. My quality of life would be nil. So I can't imagine what would happen to me or would have happened to me if I had not done the program, and I probably wouldn't be here. So think about where you are today and where you want to be 10 years from now. Okay, I'm not trying to press you into our program, but make a change in your life so that you can get healthy and have a more active lifestyle, a healthier lifestyle 10 years from now, and longevity. Add years to your life and life to your years. So make that happen to you. Also, this program can pay for itself in multiple ways. All right. You just completed the very first step. The very first step is to attend an information session, which you just did. The very next step would be to attend a Quick Start class. Quick Start classes are on Mondays at 5:15. We have them right here in this same room I'm at right now. We'll give you your binder. We'll walk you through your binder, give you all the how-tos, what not to do's, etc. Give you a plan for the week, answer all your questions and get you started. Give you your food that day, weigh you in, get you started. We also ask that the very first week you start, you also attend your class that week. You do a quick start on Monday, your first day starts on Tuesday possibly. You might be in class on Thursday. Attend that Thursday class or the Tuesday class or Wednesday class. Attend the class that day or night. And because if you're 2 days in, you're gonna have some questions. So let us answer all your questions so that you can start the next week with great success. We have found that those people who come to class on Monday for a quick start, but then don't come to class this week and then come to class like the following Thursday, they've been out for like 10 days on their own without that support. They are not as successful, those people who attend that class the very first week. So that's imperative. Quick start on Monday and attend your class the very first week. And then you go on to phase 1, then phase 2. Okay, that's how it works. Now, okay, good. So what does all this cost? As I said, the cost of the food is about $15 per day. Most people find they actually save money on their food components, as I explained earlier. And then, so there's two components: the food cost, which should be cost neutral, and then so the real cost of the program is the fees. So there are classroom fees and support accountability. That's $96 per month for phase 1. And it is $65 for a spouse. So if your spouse wants to do it too, then it'd be $65, a reduced rate, family rate. We will give you your first 2 weeks for free, always. We'll give you your first 2 weeks free. So the way that would work would be, so let's say you attend a quick start class and your first class was on the 2nd, and then your second class was on the 9th. So those 2 classes are free. Your third class would be on the 16th, and you would pay fees on the 16th. And then you would pay fees monthly thereafter on the 16th until you said stop. So the food is week to week, the fees are month to month, and there's no long-term contract, no long-term commitment. It is what it is. Once in a while now, HMR will have a monthly special, or a special where they give you, they offer a free month. What they're going to do is they're going to pay us for your first month. So in that case, let's say you went to a quick start class and your first class was on the 2nd, well then we would charge you on the 2nd and the following month for your first month with the fees. And then in phase 2, the fees go down. So yeah. And you can also make this program pay for itself. I did the program, I got 12 referrals. So I got 12 months for free by referring people. I got a client right now in phase 1. She has 5 referrals already. So she may have paid for her first month or whatever it was, or got her first month free, but she's gotten 5 referrals since then. So she's good for quite a while. This program can be easy. So once you start to lose the weight, people ask you what you're doing, tell them about HMR or Milestone, and you get a free month. Okay. And there's no long-term commitment, etc. If you want to try the food first, coming in, I'll make you a shake. I'd be glad to do that because I'll get some of the shake too. I'll share it with you. And I love the shakes. They're amazing. And if you're not sure the entrees, come in. We'll give you some. I'll give you a free sampler or two. We can walk through, see what they all are. I'll take this and that. Take it home, try them. I'll give you some ideas. As I said, they're shelf-stable. They're portable. They're very easy, convenient. I had a client come in last Friday. I had a baked potato that I was about to eat, and I let her have it. So I cut the potato in half, and I put half of a stroganoff entree on top of this one, and half of our HMR chili entree on top of this one, and she gobbled them both up. So oh my gosh, it's amazing, it's good. And she loved it. And then, you'll like it too. So there you go. And as I said, the shakes are the best in the world. So thank you. I think that's it. So thank you very much.